Liverpool have just spent nearly 300 million this transfer window, yet somehow their squad doesn't really feel like an upgrade. Probably because they lost out on Trent Alexander-Arnold. He moved to Real Madrid. Luis Diaz is heading to Bayern Munich too. Even Mo Salah and Van Dijk were not sure about continuing at Liverpool. Their contract negotiations dragged on for quite a bit. But eventually, the Liverpool board were able to convince them to sign. But they had to make promises. A super team to win it all in their final prime years. And I mean, it's understandable. Because look at how incredible both Mo Salah and Van Dijk have been individually. Yet they've only got one Champions League to their name. Just 2 Premier League titles. Of course they want more. And so today we're playing through the 25-26 season with Liverpool with all their transfers. And maybe a few more from my side. And our goal obviously is to win it all. Alright guys, this looks like right now Liverpool's best 11 on paper based on their completed transfers so far. And wow, I didn't realize that Liverpool have now got 5 new players that could be potentially starters. It does feel like a bit of a new era. Mamadashvili in goal. Liverpool actually signed him last season, but they had loaned him out to Valencia, but now he is back. And I know Alisson is still at the club, but he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. I think this is the season Liverpool will transition to Mamadashvili being the number 1. Frimpong in the right back spot is the man they've signed to replace Trent, but man, he's got big shoes to fill. Like Trent though, Jeremy Frimpong is a super attacking player, of course in a different way, using his pace and all, but just like Trent, I don't think he's good defensively. Literally converted him to a right back right now, and he lost about a couple of overalls. So yeah, I do have doubts whether he can be a right back in the Premier League and succeed. There's also Milos Kerkez. Liverpool just signed him from Bournemouth, and I do think they've signed him to be number 1 choice there. That's right boys, the Robo-Trent era is over at Liverpool. Moving on to the midfield, they've got Florian Wirtz, their superstar signing, over 140 million. And I think if they've spent that kind of money on him, Arne Slot is going to build the team around him, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Our tactics are going to be based around getting the best out of Wirtz. I think that's how we'll win the Champions League. If we can get him to score like 25 goals, get maybe 20 assists, a season like that, we'll win everything. Of course, we do have a few issues with this team. Hugo Ekitike being the main man up top. I don't think that's the play. Liverpool did spend quite a bit to get him. I think the fee reported was almost like 80 million. But is he good enough to be a starter at Liverpool in the Premier League? He's played in Liga before. That is definitely a step down from the Premier League. That's kind of why I feel 300 million later, I'm still not confident with how this Liverpool team is looking. There are 3 key areas where I think we need to improve. 1, the striker spot. And I know in real life, there's a striker Liverpool are really after. They might be spending another 100 million to get him. Also, in the left midfield position, I do think we need a bit more firepower. Cody Gakpo is good, but if we want to win like the treble with Liverpool, we might need a bit better. And finally, in the centre-back positions. No, it's not Van Dijk. He's going to be the captain, the main man, but Konate. Now, ideal circumstances, I think I would have Van Dijk and Konate as our 2 starting centre-backs. They're unbelievable. But Konate's contract is expiring in 12 months. He does not want to renew with Liverpool, and just like Trent, it looks like he's hell-bent on joining Real Madrid. And honestly, guys, we're talking about Liverpool here. If you don't want to wear this shirt, just leave. That's the philosophy I think Liverpool should have. And that's why, guys, the first decision I'm making here at Liverpool, I'm selling Konate. I don't want him to just run down his contract. Liverpool will get nothing. We've now sold him for like 50 million. He can now, of course, enjoy life at Real Madrid. But don't you worry, we're going to make him as well as Trent regret their decision for leaving Liverpool. Hopefully, we do end up facing Real Madrid at some point, because I would love to get a bit of revenge. But yeah, maybe not in a Champions League final, because their record against Liverpool, not good for us. But yeah, with Konate gone, I guess the first thing we need to do, get a replacement. We need to give Van Dijk a really good centre-back partner. And plus, this is a position where Liverpool don't really have much depth. Now, since we're trying to play out a scenario that could happen in the 25-26 season, we're going to keep our transfers realistic. And there is a centre-back who is heavily linked with Liverpool. Mark Guehi. Palace are trying really hard to keep him, but his contract too is expiring. And I think that's why we can get a really good deal on this transfer. 25 million, and that should be good enough. Okay, maybe 26, but I'm willing to pay that. Look at our budget. It's like 1 188 million. I guess that's because Liverpool's board was serious about funding the last few years of Mo Salah and VVD's prime. They probably do want to build a title-winning squad. But there you go. Project Liverpool begins with our first signing. Mark Guehi is now a Liverpool player. Bro, at this rate, we're going to have Liverpool spend like 500 million this window. But okay, at least we've addressed the centre-back problem. Now let's go out wide. There are heavy rumors about Liverpool going big to sign Rodrigo from Real Madrid. In fact, it does seem like this season he's not really happy with Xabi Alonso. He was on the bench a couple of times in the Club World Cup. I don't know where Liverpool are going to get the money to sign him, as well as another player they're looking to bring in for the striker position, Alexander Isak. In fact, as things stand, Liverpool literally sent about a 120 million offer to Newcastle. But those guys too are one of the richest clubs in the world now. They flat out rejected it. But come on, Isak scored like 20 plus Premier League goals last season. With Hugo Ekitike being a bit unproven, Isak could be the number 9 they need. Again, I don't know how Liverpool are going to pull off both these transfers, but if they do it, I think they'll have probably the best squad in Europe. We're definitely going to try and pull off at least one of them, but which one do we go for first is the real question. First though, I kind of want to alter some of the tactics of this team to kind of get it suited to how I want to be playing. Forget Arnie ball, guys. It's all about S2G ball, because this is how I think Liverpool should be playing. A 4-2-1-3 system, counter-attacking high-pressure football. Of course, we're going to build everything around Florian Wirtz. Frimpong is going to be given the freedom to just keep bombing down the right flank. We'll have Gravenberch kind of just hold the fort there. On the left, we'll have Kirkes as a wing-back, McAllister being given more freedom. But yeah, it kind of does fall apart when in the attack you've got Ekitike and Gakpo. I mean, no disrespect to them, but are they the guys that can lead Liverpool to Premier League and Champions League glory? Saying that, I do want to give Ekitike a chance, because there's probably a reason Liverpool spent over 80 million to get him in. And we've got the Community Shield final right now. We're up against the FA Cup winners of last season, Palace. Funnily enough, we do have Guehi making his debut against them, but also the likes of Wirtz, Ekitike, Frimpong, Mamadashvili, even Milos Kirkes. I mean, a lot of debutants. Not gonna lie, bro. This is such a different Liverpool team. Seeing Kirkes in that left-back spot, and then Frimpong on the other side. I mean, both Trent and Robbo were literally the heart and soul of Liverpool's system. And this season, both of them aren't starters. Oh, but what a challenge that from Kirkes. There's a reason Liverpool signed them. I think they will get the job done. What I'm more interested to see if Gakpo can be the man in that left wing position. So far, he's showing his ability of going inside and now goes for goal, but a deflection. Looks like with all these new players, we are finding it a bit difficult. Mamadashvili making a save. He's also got big shoes to fill with Alisson not playing. And there you go. He makes another crazy save. And now we can attack on the counter with Florian Wirtz. This is where Liverpool are absolutely incredible. Wirtz is taking it wide. He needs a bit of support. In comes Ekitike. He's made the perfect run, but he couldn't finish. Second off now, and that is the one thing I'm worried about Ekitike. He has all the talent, but in a season where we're going for the Champions League, the Premier League, can he be that man who's super clinical, finishing all the chances? That I doubt. One player I have no doubts about, Florian Wirtz. I know he was born to play for Liverpool, as Mo Salah gets the ball now, and oh, what a save! Wirtz is really running the show now as he looks out wide for Frimpong. These two have got that Leverkusen connection. Ekitike, Gakpo, Mo Salah. The passing was crazy there. And of course, it's Mo who gives us the lead. Guehi, why did you mark him? Well, that's not the response I wanted from us. It's 1-1. Wirtz is taking the set piece. VVD is attacking it and off the post. Are you joking? I know it's only my first game as Liverpool boss, but we should have won this. We were not clinical, and now this game is going to penalties. Come on, Mamadashvili. It's a chance for you to be the hero, not that way. You can bet your house on Mo Salah to score this penalty. And of course he does that. Come on, all we need is one save to kick things off. And McAllister, World Cup winner, knows how to take a penalty, and he's done exactly that. Come on, Mamadashvili, one save, and there you go. Alisson would be proud of that. And now Gakpo, all you've got to do is score, and you've done your job. Raksaki's not putting power on it. And what did Mamadashvili do there? Regardless, though, we've got the lead. Wirtz is going to take this bet. He gets it in. We saved this. We're winning the Community Shield, but we don't. In case it's a chance for Hugo Ekitike to be the hero. The man kind of playing for his position. And I can't believe that. I cannot believe it. It had to be him to miss the penalty. And oh my days, this is going to go on forever now. Big Verge, you got to score your pen. There you go. And finally, we do make the save. Let's get the job done now. Gravenberch, stay composed. Put this one top bins. bang. Now, I know the Community Shield is only the season opener, but starting off with the trophy, I will absolutely take that. But yeah, one thing I did learn from that game, we do need the extra firepower in the attack. I don't think we can rely on a 33-year-old Salah to deliver every single game. Words also need players who can be clinical up top. And so let's do it. Let's break the bank first for Alexander Isak. And if there's money left, we'll try and get Rodrigo, but it's going to be super difficult. But I think Isak is the player Liverpool want the most. In real life, apparently the deal is rumored to be going at 140 million. So I think to keep it realistic, we're going to be putting the same amount, although I know in career mode, I could get him for cheaper. But let's do it, bro. Let's see if we can get this deal done. And of course we can. But yeah, the reason I paid the 140 million for this is that it's going to make us signing Rodrigo a lot more challenging, because we won't have the money left. But for now, it's time to welcome Alexander Isak to Liverpool. Feels like we now actually have a real striker, because Darwin Núñez, unreliable. Ekitike missed his pen, which annoyed me. But Isak was literally the second top scorer in the Premier League last year, only behind Mo Salah. And now we've actually got both of them at the club. And oh man, I want to bring in Rodrigo as well. It would make our Liverpool team just unbelievable. But we've got just 52 million left. We're going to have to raise a bit of money through some player sales. Honestly, I don't mind selling Darwin Núñez. Probably also makes sense to cash in on Alisson. There's no point having a goalkeeper as good as him, as well as Mamardashvili in the same team. And there you go. Brighton are coming in with about 30 million for Darwizi. I think Ben Doak is another player we can sell, although 3.5 million isn't going to do much. Okay, guys. Man City have come in with an offer for Alisson. Nah, bro, I can't sell Alisson to our rivals. We'll find another club for him, but not City. And bro, this is what I was talking about. We start off the Premier League season with a draw again. I guess our defense is still shaky, our attack. I mean, Ekitike scored words as well, but as I said, we need more. Why is it only Premier League clubs coming in for Alisson? I need the cash though, so I'm selling him. And there you go. End of an era. Another one of Liverpool's old guard leaving. I think it feels like we've only got Salah and VVD from that 2019 Champions League winning team. But yeah, we are trying to build a new project here. And with all those player sales, I think we do have the money to sign Rodrigo. Real Madrid have disrespected this kid for too long now. Let's see if we can get him for under 100 mil. No, but we do have the money to get this deal done. A bit of negotiations and we can get this down to 110, 113.5. It's okay with me. Let's get it done. Xabi Alonso, former Liverpool player as well, helping me out. We are not going to forget the R boys, as we've just signed Rodrigo to Liverpool. This might be one of the craziest transfer window I think a club has ever had. We've gone well over 500 million in spendings, including all the signings Liverpool made before. But Isak and Rodrigo now in the same window. Imagine if Liverpool actually pulled this off. Also, it's kind of crazy that this is the first time since Rodrigo moved to Europe he'll actually get to play in his natural position on the left. And I have a feeling he's going to be deadly there. What a team this is looking like. And there's no better team to test everything out than Arsenal, a club that I think are also going to compete with us for the title. They've made some great signings as well. But we've got Isak and Rodrigo making their debut. No, Mamardashvili again, a big save. So far, he's been our MVP. Come on, Rodrigo. Linking up with Mo Salah. Salah needs to be the one to find space, and no, he can't. Arsenal have defended really well, but in the midst of all this, where's Isak? We've barely seen him. But okay, we might see him now. Isak's broken through, goes for goal. What a save from Raya. Oh, and now Mo Salah gets the breakthrough. This could be the chance, and of course, it's Mo. We needed that goal. Liverpool can sign whoever they want, but of course, as long as Salah's there, he's going to be the one leading them. Now the game has opened up. It could be a chance to maybe get some of our new players to make their debut goal, but instead it's going to be Mo Salah who breaks through again, and he couldn't score. Isak's header though goes in. The scrappiest goal he'll ever score, but I'll take it. Isak's first goal in a Liverpool shirt. Oh, look at Erdogan. He looks depressed, because full time and it's 2-0 Liverpool at the Emirates. Starting to feel like we are cooking up something special here at Liverpool. But wait a minute, we're halfway through the season and we're 5th? Okay, I get maybe not being top of the league, but outside the top 4, Arsenal and Spurs both above us. Even Man United. Bro, City are like 9 points clear of us. This is not how we were supposed to defend our title. Champions League do, we're not in the top 8, but I guess if we do win our last couple of games, we should make it. But something is clearly wrong with how we've got this team set up, because nowhere we're doing so badly. Well, okay, nothing wrong with Mo Salah. He's again doing what he does best, leading the Premier League Golden Boot race. Rodrigo too is doing his part, 15 goals so far. But look at Wirtz's stats, not good at all. And Isaac's is even worse, just 6 goals. Ekitike barely got a chance, so we can't really say anything about him. But both of Liverpool's most expensive signings, Isaac and Wirtz, having a stinker so far is not what I expected. Now, it might seem like we've bottled everything, but I still feel we can make a comeback in the title race. We've just got to figure out a solution of how to get the best out of Wirtz and Isaac. And I think I have found the problem. We've got Isaac on like an advanced forward plan, Wirtz playing like a shadow striker. I'm pretty sure they're occupying the same positions, and maybe that's why things aren't working out. One of them is going to have to drop deeper, and it makes sense that it's Wirtz. We'll have him play as more of a playmaker. Meanwhile, for Isaac, his job is only going to be to be in the box. We'll make him a proper poacher. Now, this might feel like a small change, but I think it might be the solution to everything. We're facing Spurs now, and the funny thing is even these guys are above us in the league. But yeah, not for long. This game, I want to see Isaac score. I want to see Wirtz perform. Alexander Isak, that touch was really good, and the finish, that's what we're talking. Poacher's instincts there. I think we've got things figured out. Look at the difference in Wirtz as well. He's now occupying deeper positions, and that really is helping. Man, we've got a free kick, and guess what? No Trent Alexander-Arnold. McAllister looks like our best free kick taker, but he ain't no Trent. I doubt we're gonna score from this. And yup, it's straight into the wall. That has got me missing Trent so much. But at least we've now got Isaac performing at the level we need him to. Another goal. And that is just the result we needed against Spurs. Meanwhile, let's turn our focus onto the Champions League where we're 10th. Remember, getting top 8 will get us to skip the playoffs, which could be huge. But that is crazy, bro. Our last couple of Champions League games against Inter and Atleti. Well, this is going to be a proper test against last season's Champions League finalists. But since they got destroyed by PSG final, I'm feeling kind of confident. Plus, we do have our tactics now figured out. Okay, but Marcus Thuram has just gone through. This is bad. And of course, we had to get chippy-chipped. Come on, Rodrigo. Champions League is your competition, and he knows it. Still Rodrigo looking to find space. Oh, the dribbling. Ah, the finish, though. Bro, Inter absolutely just going through us. Here's Lautaro Martinez. Guehi with the big block. We're going to need Wirtz for this game, man. He's going to have to pick out those passes. He's done exactly that for Isaac. And these two are now combining for fun. And now let's add Rodrigo to the mix as well. He controls that one so well. Rodrigo now, 1v1 basically. And that finish was class apart. Bro, he's doing the Sui as well. Looks like now, even without Mo Salah, we've got this team playing incredible football as Kirkes gets his first Liverpool goal. That kind of reminded me of Robbo bombing down the left flank. And look at that, boys. Inter once again conceded 5.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Meanwhile, we also get the result against Atleti, and at least that's one hurdle we've crossed in the Champions League. Top 8 has been secured. We're gonna now chill out and skip the playoffs. And I am glad, boys, because look at that. Galatasaray knocked out Real Madrid. A good moment for us to laugh at Konate and Trent.
Know your place, trash.
But meanwhile, boys, the race is on in the Premier League. We have managed to catch up to Man City. Look at Man United. Somehow they're in the title race too. Now we're heading to Old Trafford. And I think if we beat them here, their title hopes are going to be crushed. Wirtz has simply just gone through here. Still Florian Wirtz. And oh my days, that would have been a banger. And oh, this time he couldn't keep it out. I thought he did. But Casemiro, I completely forgot he's still a Man United player. Well, this is our first real test. If we want to win the Premier League, defend our title, we're going to have to try and overcome this deficit. And Isaac has gotten himself through and onside, and what a finish that was. I need Mo Salah to be the one, and he finds Isaac. Should be the goal. Oh, no, what a save. But Isaac, he's broken through, and he's done it in the 90th minute. Let's go. That should effectively kill Man United out of this title race. The difference in Isaac in the second half of the season is unbelievable. And oh, man, I feel like it's now just Man City stopping us from winning the Premier League. And oh man, it does look like the fight is going to be between us and City. Just a point separating us, but look at the comeback we've made. We're at the top now. Meanwhile, I'm also wondering what's happened in the Champions League. Now, we did skip the playoffs, but in the round of 16, we had to get through Bilbao, which we did. Quarterfinals, it was Chelsea. Again, we managed to get through them. Semi-finals, though, who are we gonna face? And it's Manchester City. It just had to be Pep, didn't it? But you know what? I'm confident. Look at Salah's form. 40 goals this season already. Isaac is also getting some goals now. Rodrigo performing. And I also feel if we can knock out Man City from the Champions League, their morale is going to take a hit. It might even affect them in the title race. Although City have made a few good signings like Renders, Cherki and all, I do feel like overall we've got a way better squad. And come on, I would love nothing more than to knock out Man City on our quest to win the Champions League. Maybe Wirtz will make it happen with his dribbling. Florian Wirtz, that's an incredible individual goal. Okay, that's literally the perfect start. Let's keep our composure. A first leg result away from home would be really nice. Haaland. Oh, he's turned me inside and out. And VVD and Gueye are getting bundled over. Thankfully, Haaland missed that. Come on, man. We look to be in really good form. Frimpong getting this one for Isaac. That was the easiest header in the world. How did he mess that up? Bro, I'm marking Haaland with everything I've got because I know the pass will only come to him. But no, maybe I've messed up. Renders is now going through. Mamardashvili had to bail me out. Okay, wait a minute. City have left nobody behind it on the breakaway. Rodrigo can just run through. This could be huge. We could double our lead. The Brazilian, no. He should have made it 2-0, but he's still got the ball now to do something. Kirkes. Back to Rodrigo. What can he do? Trying to create something. Looks back for Isaac. Oh, what a save again from Edison. And maybe Mo Salah will do the clinical job. He's going through again and again, and that's what Mo Salah does. I'm not going to lie, the stats he's put forward this season, if he can get us over the line in both the Premier League and the Champions League, we might end this video with him winning the Ballon d'Or. Oh, but Erling Haaland trying to get them back. Mamardashvili would have been safe. No, we couldn't clear it. Well, that's giving City a bit of hope. There's no way I'm letting City get back into this game after that sloppy goal. We are going to win this game. And Isaac, proper chance, but what was that touch? Full time, though, we do end up winning. But I can't help but think we should have wrapped this tie up. We were so much better. But now looks like at Anfield is where we need to get the job done. Maybe we can't do it. Here's Isaac. Looking for the pass for Rodrigo. What? Looking for Mo Salah. Finding the space. It's off the post. Isaac, though. How? And no way, bro. After we bottled that chance, Erling Haaland is coming at us. Looks for a pass. Where he does well. Phil Foden now. Van Dijk blocking. But Man City just keep coming at us and they get the equalizer. No. I don't like this, boys. At Anfield, Man City could pull off a crazy upset. Do you know what? This is the time we need to get the ball to Wirtz. Let him control the game. And here's Rodrigo on the charge as well as we look for Isaac, who's broken through. Could be the chance. Alexander Isaac. 9 times out of 10 he scores those. Man, I'm starting to get a real bad feeling about this game. We need someone to step up. I think there's only one man I can rely on in such an occasion. It's Mohamed Salah. And that was brilliant. Salah at his absolute best. Get this man his Ballon d'Or. And that clutch moment from Salah sends us through to the final. And just as I predicted, City fell off in the Premier League after getting knocked out. And yes, that means we have defended our Premier League title by 1 point over Man United. I can't believe Ruben Amorim got them in the race even. But look at that, boys. Mo Salah takes home the Golden Boot along with Erling Haaland. They both scored the same amount of goals. But just look at the season he's had, man. 42 goals. Rodrigo as well. He's been like super underrated. We haven't spoken much about him, but he's been just racking up the stats. Isaac also picked up in the second half. And now with this Liverpool team, we could do the double. Well, not the treble, because Southampton of all teams knocked us out in the FA Cup on pens. But now here we go, Champions League final. And of course, we're up against PSG. They're the club, by the way, that knocked Liverpool out last season. So yeah, this would be a great way of getting revenge, although we know PSG, how good they are. I am feeling confident about this game, because don't forget, Chelsea absolutely schooled PSG in the Club World Cup. So, technically, I think we should be able to beat them. But saying that, PSG are walking all over us right now. They're keeping all of the ball. I mean, look at João Neves tempting us, making it work. And now Dembele here, getting through. I can't defend. Mamardashvili is forced to make the save. But on the breakaway, this is where Liverpool are ruthless. As here goes Florian Wirtz. I think he won't be caught up here. Still Wirtz. What? And wait, that actually worked. I can't believe it. I thought I completely messed up. I was trying to maybe square it. The Frimpong making the run. Instead, it went for a stupid cross. I don't know how this actually worked. But we will take it. Liverpool leading in the Champions League final. What a weird goal to score. Bro, I remember Isaac's first goal for us was also kind of similar. And he's done it again now. Since we do have the lead, it feels like the pressure is definitely eased up and we could maybe add to the lead here.
Nope.
Mo Salah should have scored that, but Rodrigo, no! I do feel like though we've completely flustered PSG. They did not expect this from us. Rodrigo now is on the charge. He could score, and he does. We're 2-0 up, and Rodrigo's dropping the suey. PSG need to score if they want to get back into this game. Dembele's trying to make that happen, but VVD hasn't blocked. They're going to come back with Fabian Ruiz. Now Vitinha, great defending, although they still have the ball. We need to win it, and Guehi does it. No, don't let them score, and João Neves does. PSG are back in this. Nah, man, I don't want to bottle this result, but all the way there, we are not going to bottle this because we do have Mo Salah penalty. And of course, I'm taking this with Salah. He'll get to score in a Champions League final, which if he does, might also get him the Ballon d'Or, and Salah slots it home. That should be enough to win Liverpool the Champions League. And yes, boys, it's done. We've managed Liverpool for the 25-26 season, and we've achieved an outcome that I think they would absolutely love to do in real life. The Premier League as well as the Champions League trophy. The only thing that's left to see though is Salah gonna take home the Ballon d'Or. This is it, the Ballon d'Or ceremony, the moment of truth, and it is Mohamed Salah. I wonder if Liverpool can do a madness in real life and get Salah the Ballon d'Or. Possibly his final year as a Liverpool player. I think we've played out the best possible scenario for them for the 25-26 season. Let me know what are your predictions for Liverpool. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, why not watch me fix Arsenal? Click here.